Imagine this. You're in a meeting. The room is filled with the soft hum of the air conditioner and the occasional rustle of papers. The clock ticks slowly, and you can feel the weight of the day pressing down on you. It's been a long day, your energy is waning, and your eyelids feel heavy. You glance around and notice others are in the same boat, struggling to keep their focus. The presenter is droning on and on. Their voice is a monotonous lullaby, making it even harder to stay alert. You shift in your seat, trying to find a more comfortable position. Suddenly, you feel it, a powerful urge to open your mouth wide and take a deep breath in. It's almost impossible to resist. Your body seems to take over, and before you know it, you're yawning. Your jaw stretches, your eyes might even water a bit, and then, relief. We've all been there. It's a moment of release, a brief respite from the day's demands. That, my friends, is the irresistible power of the yawn. It's a universal signal that transcends cultures and languages. No matter where you are in the world, yawning is a shared human experience. Yawning is something we all do, multiple times a day. It's as natural as breathing, yet it often catches us by surprise. Sometimes it even feels contagious, spreading from one person to another. It's a universal human experience, yet it's a bit of a mystery. Why do we yawn? What triggers this seemingly involuntary action? Is there a deeper purpose behind it? What's the purpose of this strange involuntary action? Is it merely a sign of tiredness, or is there more to it? These questions have puzzled scientists and laypeople alike for centuries. For a long time, people thought yawning was just about getting more oxygen into our lungs. This theory made sense, especially when we yawned in stuffy rooms or after long periods of inactivity. But it turns out it's much more interesting than that. Recent research has uncovered new insights that challenge our old assumptions and open up fascinating possibilities. Scientists have discovered a fascinating world inside our brains that explains why we yawn. It's not just about oxygen, it's about brain temperature regulation, social bonding, and even empathy. Let's dive in and explore the science behind this everyday phenomenon. Join us as we unravel the mystery of the mighty yawn and discover what it reveals about our brains and our connections with others. One of the leading theories about yawning is that it helps regulate brain temperature. Think of your brain like a computer. It needs to stay cool to function properly. When we yawn, that big gulp of air actually helps to cool down the blood flowing to our brain. It's like a refreshing breeze for our brain cells. This cooling effect might be especially important during times when our brain is working harder or when we're tired. While cooling the brain is a major function of yawning, it's not the only one. Yawning is a fascinating physiological response that serves multiple purposes. Yawning also helps to increase oxygen intake and improve blood circulation. When we take a deep yawn, we are essentially giving our lungs a chance to expand and take in more air. When we yawn, our heart rate speeds up a little, and this helps to pump more oxygenated blood throughout our body, including to our brain. This slight increase in heart rate can be beneficial, especially when we need a quick boost of energy. This boost of oxygen can make us feel more alert and focused. It's like a natural way for our body to wake itself up and prepare for the tasks ahead. So the next time you yawn, remember that your body is giving itself a little energy boost. Embrace the yawn, knowing it's your body's way of keeping you sharp and ready for anything. Have you ever noticed how seeing someone yawn can make you yawn too? It's true, yawning is contagious. This phenomenon is something we've all experienced at some point. But why? It all comes down to something called mirror neurons. These neurons are fascinating because they help us understand and mimic the actions of others. These special cells in our brain fire both when we perform an action ourselves, like drinking a cup of coffee or clapping our hands, and when we see someone else doing that same action. It's almost like our brain is mirroring what we observe. So, when we see someone yawn, our mirror neurons activate as if we were yawning ourselves. This is why yawning can spread so easily in a group. This can trigger an automatic response in us, making us feel the urge to yawn too. It's almost like a chain reaction that we can't control. Even just thinking about yawning can sometimes make us yawn. So next time you see someone yawn, remember it's not just in your head, it's your brain's way of connecting with others. Pretty cool, right?